What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, or more likely, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about New Year's resolutions and why they don't work. So this morning I actually did an Instagram poll and I'm going to go ahead and take a peek here. Okay, so I asked, do you make New Year's resolutions? And it's actually pretty 50-50 for yes and no, which that honestly surprises me. I feel like most people do make them, but apparently I'm wrong. Then I asked if yes, do you typically stick to it? 85% of people said no. So we're gonna talk about why that is and why it's okay if you made a New Year's resolution this year and you already messed up. In fact, I'm gonna tell you why that's better. So you have the motivation, right? You wanna do something, you wanna change something, you want to make your life better this year. Everyone does, don't get me wrong. Last year wasn't great for anybody. But let's say you had the motivation, you went to the gym, it was crowded, it was January 1st, everyone was there, you were intimidated, so you get on the treadmill, you walk for 10 minutes, look around, don't see any open machines, you're not really sure what to do or what's going on, so you get in your car and you go home and then you're scared to go back. Maybe this was the year that you were going to stop drinking soda. And maybe you went 2, 3, 4 days without doing it, and then one night you wanted it so bad, so you caved and you drank a whole case or a whole 2-liter, and then you felt discouraged, so you give up. Let me tell you why that's okay. First of all, you're already more likely to stick to something if you start on a day that isn't first of the year or even the first of the week. Now, why is that? Well, because if you decide that you're going to set a date when you're going to start doing something, you have the option to keep pushing it back, and then you give yourself time to part ways or have one last hurrah with your old habits. You are giving yourself time to hold on to the comfort of not letting go of that habit. Now listen, you can always push back the start date, that's fine, but eventually you are going to have to accept that this isn't something you're going to be doing for a short period of time. You're trying to make a lifestyle change. So why not start now? And if you mess up, or rather, when you mess up, you start again and then fail. And then start again and then fail. Habits aren't broken overnight. You need to want to make a lasting change. And I don't know, there just seems to be like this trend with, oh, it's a new year, new me, I'm gonna change literally every single thing about my life. It's just not realistic. So the problem is that we are treating our resolutions as a fad instead of a goal. And you need to flip that mentality or they will become just that, something that you participate in for a short amount of time and then everyone forgets about it and you're back to doing the same thing you were doing on December 31st. So this all seems really difficult or gloomy, right? Well, it isn't. And I'm gonna give you my top tips for staying on track. Oh my God, we are living for this like golden hour glow. It's coming but you know what? Actually, I take it back because it is 4:30 in the afternoon and the sun is setting. Hi. I'm about to start editing the footage that you probably were just watching. And I just wanted to hop on here because I am not doing so good. I feel like whenever I filmed the last couple of clips that I was like super motivated and I felt really good and confident about what I was saying and my motivation levels were super high. But currently, and for the past couple of days, I've just been honestly not feeling very well. So one of the things that I've been working on myself for, I don't know, a couple of months now, not necessarily like since New Year's, but I was hoping that, like everyone, I would do good for a while. I wanted to kind of find more balance in my exercise regimen and like my diet. I don't want to go into too much depth right now because I feel like this should be a whole separate video where I dedicate time to like really talking about it. Honestly, I don't know if I'm ready to open up fully on this platform. However, if you know me, you know that I kind of have always struggled with feeling like my weight does not equal my worth. I'm working on that. I acknowledge it is a problem. I probably haven't missed a workout in, I don't know, 6-9 months. I just have been feeling kind of low energy, kind of run down. I've just been having like migraines and my stomach's been really upset. Plus it was Mark's birthday and that like took some time. I haven't worked out in 4 days and not okay with that. I wanted to show you guys me whenever I'm not feeling so motivated and I'm kind of feeling down and I'm not speaking so nice to myself. We all hit these points, and hopefully tomorrow, maybe, I will wake up feeling better mentally, physically. I'll be able to continue to train and continue to heal and work on my relationship with my body and myself. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm feeling down today, and that's okay, because I do believe that my motivation will come back, and I do believe that I can continue to work on telling myself that just because I haven't felt well over the past couple of days doesn't mean that that's going to impact the progress that I've made over the past year of working really hard on taking care of my body. However, this year I've dedicated more time into taking care of my mind, and that's honestly a reason why I thought it would be a good time for me to start a YouTube channel, because I used to only work out simply for being skinny and fit, and while that's definitely still something that is high on my radar, I want to do it for other reasons, and I don't want to beat myself up if I haven't been feeling well and I don't work out for a week, and if I had a piece of cake on my boyfriend's birthday, because I'm allowed to do that, and I am human, and it is not going to take back from all the hard work that I've put in over the past 6-9 months. So if you fall off the wagon, or if you just have and you're not going to eat sweets or something, and it's your significant other's birthday, or it's your birthday, or you want to go get dinner with your best friend, do it. Live your life, and the other 90% of the time, do what you need to do to get the results that you want, and you're going to be fine. And I'm going to be fine. I just wanted to show you guys that I have these thoughts and feelings too, and today is one of those days where I am feeling kind of down, and I've been kind of down for about 3 or 4 days, so this is real. I'm probably going to just bounce back over to the other part of the video. Number 1, I need you to understand that success is not linear. You are going to fall off so many times, and you need to understand that that's okay. You don't need to get discouraged or upset with yourself for it. If you do, you just need to get back on. Your motivation to achieve whatever goal it is that you're setting for yourself is probably going to be pretty high in the beginning, and then it's going to go away. And that's okay. Motivation always ebbs and flows. You just have to set a standard for yourself that you're not going to give up. Eventually, you're going to want to revert back to your old habits. Unfortunately, humans love familiarity, and it is so difficult to break away from your habits and start new ones. So when, not if, when you fall off the bandwagon of whatever you're trying to do, you mess up, you get sick, whatever it is that happens, you need to have the courage to try again. That is how habits are made. Number 2, set small, realistic goals for yourself. Do not try and change every single thing about your life at once. You are going to break down and your body's going to freak out. Trying to 180 your entire life overnight only sets you up for failure. You don't want to become disappointed in yourself. Trying to change too many things at once is exactly how that happens. You'll become overwhelmed, and you're going to think that you can't do it all, when in reality, you can. You just have to start with something small. Remember, baby steps. It is really hard to unlearn behavior that you've been doing for 5, 10, 20 years. In the matter of a couple of weeks, it's just unrealistic, and you need to know that it's okay for you to start small, make little changes one at a time. It takes time and patience to break habits and incorporate new ones. So when you find that you've been successful with 1 or 2 of your goals, then try out a new one. Maybe at the beginning of the year, whenever you decide that you want to make this change, write down a list of all the things that you wish you could accomplish, even if they feel far-fetched, and then start with the ones that seem the easiest for you. Once you have them written down and you're able to check off that box, you're gonna feel really good about yourself, and it'll continue to feed your motivation to keep going. You can have the life that you want. Eventually, you'll build it, but Rome wasn't built in a day, and you won't be either. Number 3, be nice to yourself. And I'm not speaking so nice to myself. Oh my goodness. It makes me really sad, because people get to the point of being so nasty to themselves during the process of trying to change that you can't underestimate that little voice inside of your head. It is important. You need to speak to yourself the way that you would speak to a friend or your daughter or your sister. You really cannot be so hard on yourself, or else that's not going to help your motivation to keep going and continue to get better. This goes hand in hand with being patient. Understand that if you set up a large goal that's going to take time to achieve, you need to give yourself time to achieve it. So instead of saying, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in the next 6 months, excuse you. Why don't you try saying, I'm going to work on losing 20 pounds over the next 6 months. That way you're not setting yourself a harsh deadline, because everybody's body is different. You expecting to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain period of time is really difficult for you to set that kind of a standard for yourself. You have no idea how your body's going to react to the things that you're doing, and it takes time. This way, if it takes you longer to achieve your goal, then you won't feel so discouraged when that deadline hits. Instead, you'll go, wow, I really stuck to something for 6 months. Instead of going, oh, I've been working so hard for 6 months and I'm still not where I thought I would be. This definitely sets you up to have a better mental attitude towards yourself. I promise that that is the most important thing. Your mental health is just as important as your physical. You need to continue to work on both of those things hand in hand, or else you're never going to be happy. This also kind of eliminates the pressure of having a deadline hanging over your head. You should feel proud of yourself for trying to make a change. You should be excited whenever you have stuck with something long enough or gotten back on the horse after you've fallen off enough times to see a change in yourself. You need to be your biggest cheerleader. Keep encouraging yourself to continue going, even whenever it gets hard or if you slip up, and you're human. It's okay if you do. One bad day or one bad week even is not going to affect your progress in the long run. Remember, we are building a healthy life, not a healthy month or year. Number 4, be proud of yourself. Positive self-talk is so important, and I work on this for myself daily. You should feel really great that you've taken the initiative to try and improve your life in any way that you've decided to. It takes some serious believing in yourself to make a change. Well, that's all for today, guys. If you would like to hear some more of the ways that I learned to keep myself motivated over a long period of time, let me know below. Also, if you'd like to leave me a comment letting me know if you enjoyed this type of content or if you have another video idea for me, I think my next one is going to be some simple recipes. I know that I've heard of some people maybe trying to eliminate dairy out of their diet for the new year, or at least cut back on that sort of thing, and I do eat about 90% plant-based, so I have some fun little recipes that I'd like to show you guys, like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks. Just let me know what you guys would like to see. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe so that I know that I should continue doing this. I really also just want to say thank you so much to the people who have DM'd me. The amount of support that I got from trying to start a YouTube channel is honestly a lot larger than I had anticipated it being. And I just want to say that I really appreciate all of you guys who are here to support me on this, because it is kind of scary to put yourself online. I really, really, really appreciate all of your positive feedback and energy. The text messages, the DMs, comments, it's really made me feel like I should keep doing this. So thank you all for your love and support. You know, doing YouTube videos weekly and continuing to create content is something that I really, really, really want to do. Your support means the world to me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.